This is probably one of the most interesting and compelling research papers that I have read in a long time surrounding how to improve gut health inside of 30 days, like a rapid, fast improvement. Gut cells turn over really quick anyway, but this is crazy to be able to improve, ultimately fix a damaged gut in 30 days. And that's not me blowing smoke, that's legit. I'll tell you straight up what it was. It was dark chocolate. But now that you hear the answer, don't click off the video. There's a lot more to this because I'm going to talk about how to use it, what the study found, but also other things that you can do. It's really important to note that when you're talking about gut health, it's the gut barrier we need to focus on. So we'll get right into the research. Hey, please leave a comment down below too. It helps the algorithm, helps these videos get the attention that they deserve, and also hit that subscribe button. So this study was published in the journal Nutrients. What was particularly interesting about it is it looked at subjects that had a damaged gut because they were exercising. Exercise, believe it or not, damages a gut. Okay, now I'm not saying that this video is only for athletes. It just illustrates a point because people that are chronically stressed will have the exact same issue, or are just generally unhealthy will have the exact same issue. What happens is they have reduced gut or increased gut permeability and reduced barrier integrity. It is probably one of the leading reasons why athletes get sick a lot or deal with inflammation. Because their gut is weak, it means that the tight junction proteins that support their gut are broken and not too strong, and that allows for things to leak through the bloodstream or into the bloodstream from the gut. Okay, this is known as gut permeability. And there's particular proteins that are called zonulin and another one called occludin. And these are proteins that are responsible for that gut being like this versus like this, okay? We don't want a gut like this because that allows for something called LPS to go through, and that triggers chronic inflammation. So you see this when athletes are really training hard, or you see it when people are really stressed, or see it when people are metabolically unhealthy. Now, there's some ways that we can combat it. What they found with dark chocolate is when they gave subjects 85% dark chocolate for 30 days compared to control, the dark chocolate group had almost complete reversal of their gut permeability. Because they had severe permeability with lots of LPS and lots of inflammation, almost complete reversal within 30 days compared to control. And what they found is that in a separate division of the study, in an in vitro arm, in a petri dish, they found that dark chocolate actually repaired damaged gut cells. We're talking like something that can repair a damaged gut inside of 30 days, and it's something that we probably want to eat. You can also take cocoa supplements. You can also take epicatechin, which is like a flavonoid that's in cocoa, because it's probably the main driving factor here. But there's more to it that we can look at. Like I want to talk about other supplements, other things that you can take to improve this gut barrier integrity if you wanted to double down on this. I promise you that if you're dealing with gut issues or potentially inflammation issues, dealing with gut permeability is probably your lowest hanging fruit. I mean that. I put a link down below, not for a gut health product, but for an app that is free that allows you to find supplements that have a high ranking based on a really cool algorithm that these guys at SuppCo created. So it's a free app, it's down below. It allows you search for a supplement and it's gonna give you a rating system. It gives you a score, and that's based on clinical trials, that's based on oxidation, that's based on a number of different things. Okay, that trust score is really cool. So I uploaded my whole entire supplement stack in there. You can actually see it. And I was proud to see that everything had a pretty good rating because I'm pretty good at looking at supplements. But this makes it so if you type in your favorite supplement and you're like, oh shoot, it's got a low score, maybe you should consider another one. They have no ties with the supplements that they're affiliated with on the app. Like this is all just out of legit scoring. It's really cool. So the reason I mention that is because I'm going to talk about supplements that you can take for gut health. I'm going to talk about collagen, bone broth, things like that. A lot of these things you could search for on SuppCo. And again, it's in beta, so you get an opportunity to get for free if you use that link down below. It's called SuppCo.com, and you go to SuppCo.com/Thomas. SuppCo.com/Thomas. Again, free app allows you to search for different kinds of supplements and also just view my stack, for example. So what are other things that you can take? Collagen is obviously a big one. Okay, collagen helps support the gut mucosal layer. However, it takes a fair bit to get the job done, right? Because collagen is just adding in for the healing. But if you don't have the antioxidants that are helping you there from things like cocoa and epicatechin, like we're talking about, then that's just adding stuff in. It's not really going to get much, right? You got to be able to combat it. So you want to take good antioxidants. You want to do things like that. So I recommend, again, the cocoa, the epicatechin, alpha lipoic acid. That's going to be really good. Collagen, of course, for kind of the rebuilding. Now, another one that people forget about is glutamine. Glutamine is really important. Now, I know people have some negative things to say about glutamine. There's some research in very esoteric situations where glutamine can be problematic. But for most people, if you are stressed, if you're not sleeping well, or you train or work out, your gut mucosal layer needs glutamine to repair. Glutamine will not help you build muscle. Don't believe that hype, but glutamine can certainly help with gut repair. It is required for that gut mucosal layer. And if you are dealing with gut permeability issues, antioxidants, glutamine as a signaling and a building block, and then of course things like collagen to repair and rebuild. I also like bone broth, which technically isn't a supplement, but allows me to get collagen in a more bioavailable form. Another thing that I recommend people do is consume more ground beef. You get the collagen in the gristle with the beef. And there's something that's called the food matrix. The food matrix means that when you're getting food in its whole real food form, there's peptide bonds and there's signaling that occurs that possibly makes it all work better. So taking a collagen supplement is great, but if you can eat some beef that actually has the gristle in it, then it's working alongside what it should naturally be co-administered with. There's also evidence on green tea extract having benefits to the gut mucosal layer. So drinking green tea or just finding a good green tea extract that you can take along with your coffee or something like that. Things that might degrade the gut a bit more. If you fast, that breaks down the gut mucosal layer. So you do need to be cognizant of that and make sure you're rebuilding when you do eat. So taking care of your gut. Other things, avoiding things that are high oxalate foods. Okay, so raw spinach could be problematic because those oxalate shards can actually cause some damage to the gut. So you've got to be a little bit careful there. So bottom line is the antioxidant seems to be one of the most powerful ways to repair the gut. And then the additive proteins and collagen and things like that come after the fact. As always, keep it locked in here on my channel. See you tomorrow.